when the money keeps rolling and you don't ask how.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the times Broadway musicals cast a celeb worth our standing ovations, and the times the choices felt like nothing more than a quick cash grab. We are also counting touring productions of shows.
A bit more rouge, yes.
Number 5. Worked. Wayne Brady as Aaron Burr, Hamilton. If you're familiar with Brady's work on Whose Line Is It Anyway, you'll know he can sing, he can act, and he's quick on his feet in every sense. Indeed, Hamilton wasn't even his first foray into theater. Lucky folks may have caught him in shows like Chicago, Rent, Kinky Boots, and more. As Brady put it, he's a, quote, well-qualified choice who happens to be known. Critics and audiences alike clearly agreed, lauding the actor for his interpretation of the show's antagonist. Many enjoyed how he played the role differently from his predecessors in the way he delved into the character's psyche. Overall, we're glad the casting directors put Brady in the room where it happens.
I want to be in the room where it happens,
Number 5. Killed the show. Mandy Patinkin as Pierre. Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812. Okay, so this one is a bit different from the others on our list because it isn't directly Patinkin who caused the show to close early.
I have not been in anything like this. I have not been in this yet. I will let you know.
When Josh Groban left, Okariete Olnaudawan, known for Hamilton, took over as Pierre. But then, since the show was having trouble selling tickets, the producers decided to swap him out for Mandy Patinkin.
Hey, so this is a big role, and one that we've been told takes months to prepare for, and you've had several weeks?
I have only had 2.5 weeks so far. I have about two more weeks, and then wish me luck.
People were not happy, saying Olnaudawan didn't get a fair chance before being replaced by a more famous white actor. Patinkin agreed with the criticism and backed out. Around the same time, Olnaudawan also made his official exit. Dave Malloy eventually stepped in, but couldn't stop this comet from losing its sparkle and fizzling out about a month later anyway.
The songs we used to sing.
Number 4. Worked. Emma Stone as Sally Bowles, Cabaret. Before she waltzed through the stars in La La Land, Stone was saying willkommen to audiences in the 2014 Cabaret revival. Taking over from Michelle Williams for a short stint, she left a lasting impression. Folks couldn't get enough of her portrayal, praising her for nailing the character by bringing an impressive depth to the role. While you don't rack up all those acting awards for nothing, Stone admitted it was one of her toughest gigs yet, saying she's not sure she could do it again.
You talk about Cabaret, it just sounds like a litany of disasters.
That's what it feels like to do Cabaret.
Nevertheless, her portrayal left many believing that maybe this time, the casting directors had hit the jackpot.
And one night during Maybe This Time, which is like a big number for Sally Bowles and Cabaret, I was singing and I got really kind of overwhelmed and I blinked.
Number 4. Killed the show. Ricky Martin as Che, Evita. Maybe he bangs in his music career, but Ricky Martin's time as Che in Evita left many exasperatedly proclaiming, "Oh, what a circus."
Oh, what an exit. That's how to go when they're ringing your curtain down.
Despite having the pipes and the moves, some felt like his performance lacked depth and emotion and didn't quite capture the complexities and subtleties needed for the role.
High flying adore. Did you believe in your wildest moments?
In Martin's defense, he practically had shoes the size of Buenos Aires to fill, and his performance wasn't universally panned by any means.
Do these people have ambitions, views, opinions? They will soon.
But sadly, he didn't quite bring the house down as expected. Many felt the casting choice was a bit off-key, probably agreeing that whoever picked Martin for the role was livin' la vida loca. Number 3. Worked. Daniel Radcliffe as J. Pierpont Finch. How to succeed in business without really trying. Ever wondered how to succeed on Broadway without really trying?
Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity? The great big brotherhood of
Well, how about by enlisting the services of a charming and charismatic actor like Daniel Radcliffe, who can effortlessly cast a spell over audiences and ticket sales? That's what this Broadway production did in 2011, and it was perfect timing too. The last Harry Potter movie would be released later that year, and fans who weren't ready to say goodbye could see The Chosen One live on Broadway. Of course, this was also great for the production as it brought in a new crowd who may have previously been unfamiliar with the show. Despite mixed to positive reviews, Bradcliffe's dedication and passion won hearts, proving he could work his magic on stage and win over new fans.
But it's one of the lovely things about my job is that, at this point, certainly in my career, there's a huge amount of young people that are being introduced to the music of Frank Lesser that may not have been otherwise.
Number 3 killed the show. Fran Drescher as Madame, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. Fran Drescher is talented, hilarious, and possesses a voice that could fill even the grandest theater.
Let him laugh!
But have you ever wondered why Mr. Sheffield never cast her in one of his musicals?
Can you imagine anything more ridiculous than me doing Shakespeare?
Well, yes, people paying to see it.
Critics weren't exactly enamored with her as Cinderella's evil stepmother, picking apart her over-the-top acting choices that they deemed to border on needless exaggeration. However, it seems some audiences still relished seeing the screen star's comedic flair up close.
Cinderella. Oh, it is a most amusing name. The girl sits by the cinders of the fire, and her name is Ella, so I called her Cinderella.
Ticket sales did rise just a smidge during her run, but even so, not everyone was sold. Many believe that, at most, Fran's performance was just fine. That's one for you 90s kids.
She's perfect. This play will die faster than she does.
Number 2 worked. Neil Patrick Harris as Hedwig, Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Many of us know NPH best from his child acting days as Doogie Howser, or as the suit-wearing, high-five-loving Barney from How I Met Your Mother.
It's a truth you can't refute. Nothing suits me like a suit.
However, if you look at the actor's impressive stage credits, we'd say it's fair to call him a stage and screen star.
Neil makes the show different every single night. It's a level of control as a performer that I've almost never seen anyone have. Force of nature.
He's raised the bar completely.
He especially excelled in the original Broadway production of Hedwig and the Angry Inch, earning a Tony Award for Best Leading Actor in a Musical. Like Wayne Brady, Harris has all the credentials to be a surefire hit, and proved it night after night.
But I could swear by your expression that the pain down in your soul was the same as the one down in mine. Oh, that's the pain.
His high profile was simply the cherry on top. This translated to box office profits, with ticket sales basically rising as high as Hedwig's heels. Number 2 killed the show. Cameron Dallas as Aaron Samuels, Mean Girls. This casting choice proved that a massive online following and decent vocal skills don't necessarily guarantee success on stage. Many theater fans were skeptical when they heard the social media star would replace OG stage Aaron Samuels, Kyle Selig, during his time off. Unfortunately, their doubt was not misplaced.
Okay, so a little pitchy, a little bit flat.
Dallas's inexperience and lack of theatrical background stuck out like a plastic not wearing pink on Wednesday, especially compared to his co-stars.
I was never really into drama and acting on live on stage, let alone even singing, to be honest, I'm just not a singer.
This was an issue both when it came to performing the musical numbers and convincingly delivering his dialogue.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's just say it's a good thing it was only a limited 4-week run because, sadly, fan reactions could have filled the burn book.
It went viral for the wrong reasons. So the producers clearly, I think, maybe got their money's worth in the end because it became such a meme.
Before we unveil our top picks, here are a few honorable mentions. Worked. Billie Joe Armstrong as St. Jimmy, American Idiot. Who's more suited to smash a Green Day classic than the group's frontman? Worked. Brendan Urie as Charlie Price, Kinky Boots. We're definitely saying yeah to this celeb casting.
The message is so clear, it's so relatable. When audiences leave Kinky Boots, I hope they feel that passion that I felt. That was like a fire inside of my chest.
Killed the show. Rosie O'Donnell as Golda, Fiddler on the Roof. Do we love her in the role? Well, let's just say we're not raising any glasses. Worked. Ariana Madix as Roxy Hart, Chicago. For every Jerry Springer, Christy Brinkley, Wendy Williams, and Billy Ray Cyrus, finally, the name on everybody's lips is worth talking about.
She's always thinking on her feet, and when everyone's counted her out, you think that it's over for her, she will always find a way to pull herself back up.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Worked. Reba McIntyre as Annie Oakley, Annie Get Your Gun. Bernadette Peters may have kicked off the show's 1999 revival, but it was Reba McIntyre who really stole the spotlight when she made her stage debut as Annie Oakley.
Doing what comes naturally. Oh, you can get it, Jake, come on.
Fans fell in love with her powerhouse voice, captivating stage presence, and her ability to bring the character to life with authenticity and charm.
And you can't shoot a male in the tail like a quail. Oh, you can't.
She infused the role with natural warmth and humor, winning over audiences and earning glowing reviews. Plus, her position as a country music star probably drew in both fans of the genre and theater lovers. If she ever decides to reprise the role, you better believe we'll be first in line for tickets.
Got no silver, got no gold. What I've got can't be bought or sold. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
She's got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
Number 1. Killed the show. David Hasselhoff as Dr. Henry Jekyll and Mr. Edward Hyde, Jekyll and Hyde. Stepping onto the Broadway stage for the first time can be nerve-wracking, but taking on 2 different characters, that's a whole new level of challenging.
Suddenly, uncontrolled, something is taking hold. Suddenly, agony, filling me, killing me.
Yet that's exactly what the Baywatch star did in his debut. The Jekyll and Hyde musical was perhaps hoping to gain more widespread notice when it decided to pull out all the stops with a big-name stunt. Yet the role of Dr. Henry Jekyll and Mr. Edward Hyde demands top-notch acting and vocal skills, making you wonder if they should have gone for someone with more theater experience.
Please try to hear me. I'll keep you near me till night passes by.
We're not totally panning Hasselhoff's performance. Confronting yourself takes a lot of skill.
You will never get away from me. All that you are is a face in the mirror. I close my eyes and you disappear.
Still, audiences saw right through the facade. If anyone was hoping for a showstopper, well, this wasn't the moment.
Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last.
Which instance of stunt casting would you give rapturous applause to? And which would have you itching to leave at intermission? Let us know in the comments.
The fact that there is #Team Hans merch is proof of this being a successful stunt cast.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.